Good morning. We're looking at evaluating and communicating information. We're looking at glaciers. So what you're doing here is you're trying to figure out what these graphs are saying. But I've made some specific statements, and you're telling me whether the graphs agree with them or not. And the first part here just gives you a little bit of information about what you're seeing up in this graph for glaciers and the mass of the glaciers from 1950 to 2020. And then it shows the masses. You can see it goes from -50 to 0 to 10. So it's showing the change. And then down here, I've made two statements. So you're gonna look at these statements, look at the graph, and then explain whether that's true or false and why. So the 4 US glaciers have not substantially changed in size. By size, I mean the mass, over the last 70 years. Give me evidence of why that's true or false. Not, if you just say true, that is not an answer. I don't even want to know the true false part. I want your explanation of why you think one way or the other, whether that statement is true or not. Same thing here. The 4 US glaciers have slowed their rate of change over the last 30 years. So what's the last 30 years look like? From 1990 to 2020. Again, explanation of why you're making this statement. Second page is the same thing. We have another graph here showing present day going back 50,000 years, global mean temperature, so the global temperature here, and that's in Celsius, and it goes up and down, up and down. What you're also seeing are these little snowflakes, and I talk about that when I'm setting up the graph here. I give you a little bit of information. Those snowflakes are ice ages, when it got cold enough to have major freezing all around the globes. So I've made two statements. You have to tell me whether they're correct or not, and then give evidence from the graph explaining why you say that. So this is all about your explanation of the graph. That's the only way that you'll complete these assignments. All right, thank you very much.